Morning, everybody. Let us get started. So have your feet about hip distance apart, hands to your waistline, and let's start to release all individual holdings, especially the rib cage, your hip, pulsation. Let's include your elbow, shoulder. Look at my shoulders here. Shake. Fingers. And your wrist, release. Boom. Happy slap right by your SI joint. Tapping. Easy does it. Outer leg going down. Rounding of your mid back, of your upper back on your way up. Tapping your lymph node station, digestive station, rounding down along your lower back. Happy slap, SI joint, separate your hands, elbow leg descending, down. Pull the belly in, we start to engage your core already. Puffing up between your shoulder blades, tapping. And bending slightly, we're going down. Inner leg returning, rounding of the spine. Start to pull your belly in already. Lymph node station, digestive station, and lower back, lumbar, SI joint. Outer leg, tapping down. Say hello to your toes and inner leg returning, coming back. Tapping. Going down, outer leg down. And inner leg returning. Intuitive hands going down again. And inhale, returning up. One more exhalation. Separate your hands out to the side. Inner leg returning up. Same direction. Then we go smooth it out. Exhalation, drop. Inhale, return. Exhale, down. Inhale, returning. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, rounding. Exhale, coming down. Come with gravity, let it go. Inhale and exhale. Add a little speed. How about it? Add a little speed. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Exhalation. Inhale, we return now. Coming back. Both feet out to the side into your first straddle. Take a look at your toes. Say hello to your toes. Wiggle. Open up the 4 corners of your feet. So through the circle of your lip. Exhale through your mouth. Here we have inhale through that little straw. Find breath. Exhalation. Here comes the lava. All the air out through the mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Add a little speed. A little faster. 3 more. Fast as you can. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One last one. Exhalation. All the air out through the mouth. Full circle then. This is your inhale. Lean your tailbone forward slightly. Through the mouth, exhalation, drop. Let your arms swing forward and back just a little bit. Again, push into the feet. We come all the way up. Exhalation, let it go. Here comes that water fountain. Let it go. Again, inhale, rounding to return. And exhalation, drop. 3 more. Deep breath through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. And inhale. That water is going up to the tip of your mountain. Exhalation, drop. Last one together. Here's our inhale. Up, up. And exhalation, release, shoulders down, letting go, letting go, letting go. Inhale, coming now into the upright. Palms now, turning your palms up and down. Inhale, and here exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Shoulder and your elbows become a single unit. Both arms become a cylindrical motion. This is your exhale, this is your inhale. One more exhale and inhalation. Stay here, right foot, your right, out to the side, left foot turns in. Turning the palm still, deepen that breath. Exhalation, vertically descend that tailbone down, down, down. You have your warrior two. Two more, inhale, lifting, coming up. Exhalation, descending. Two arms become a single unit. It's a cylindrical mobility, exhalation. Activate your toes, please. Again, inhale, elevate. Exhalation, release. Stay here for a moment, finding that deep breath. Exhalation into the space behind you to your left side. Finding that breath. This is your internal rotation, right? Give it now, use that cylindrical motion, a little bit of pulsation, almost like you're inviting the body to oscillate out to the left. Meanwhile, there's that very subtle external rotation that happens in that right hip. Next exhalation, we stay here. Finding station one, out edge of the rib cage. Spiralically turn your fingers, keep reaching and extending. Station two, lower part of the rib cage, get that breath there. Station three, right by the crest of your hip, finding that connection. One more deep breath. Exhalation, right elbow to the upper thigh. Left elbow over that top ear. Internal rotation again, over here. Gently, gently, see if we can have that gentle, gentle pulsation there. Grounding into the back foot. Inhalation, neutralize. Now you'll step a little bit. Okay, keep the right foot turning out. Both hands right by the hip, in your hip. Right hands, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. See if you can release the habitual holding there. Bending that front knee slightly. Internal then, internal rotation. Internal rotation with that right hip. Internal rotation, that means anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, testing, testing. How is the mobility in that hip? Do you need to reposition your feet a bit to get this hip going? Okay, external then, rotation. Notice this knee stays quite steadily. Only thing that is mobile is this guy. External rotation, clockwise circle. Right hand to the right side of your SI joint. See if you can start to feel then mobility in the SI joint. Very, very important for you to bring awareness to that articulation, right? Your lumbar spine sits right on it. Right inside of this SI joint, you have all these nerve tissue that are coming through. Synovium fluid gets the massage. All the muscle tissues, nerve tissue fiber gets the massage. One breath, inhale, one motion. Now see if you can make this articulation a little more precise, a little more noticeable. Meanwhile, this knee doesn't move. Your quads are well braced. Meanwhile, you bring quite a bit of articulation into that hip. Yes, you want your legs to be strong, but you want your hip to be super well articulated. Okay, finding that breath, relax into this motion. Grounding into the front foot, inhalation, neutralize, turning now both feet going forward. Full circle then, inhalation, tailbone forward, into the space above you. Exhalation, lengthen forward, into the space and beneath you. Halfway up, deep breath, exhalation, bending of your elbow, chin in, first forward folding, release, release, release. Ground into the feet, back to then your upright. Left foot turns out, right foot turns in. Palms first, external rotation. Yes, an internal rotation, deliver down, 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 down. Find your first edge, press into the back foot, external rotation. Internal rotation, deliver, coming down. Tailbone descends, navel in, inhale. Navel in, start to incorporate your core in your standing postures. 2 more, this is your inhale. Here's your exhalation. 2 arms, a cylindrical structure. So the way you mobilize them, the way you lubricate your shoulder joint should be also so. Find that breath, give a little bit of pulsation. If you don't have movement here, this is not a good thing. Okay, go down to the right side, to the right, upper arm over that top here, turning the top palm down. Sensing internal rotation in the shoulder, elbows, wrists in your fingers. Okay, carry that motion in your arms and see if you can feel the whole rib cage. Out the edge of your scapula, following this mobility. Stretch, but you retrieve it back. So you don't overextend yourself. Meanwhile, your legs are strong, your core is well engaged. Find that extension. Find that extension, find the mobility, the pulsability in that rib cage. Release, and we stay. 3 stations. First one is the outer edge of your shoulder. Lower part of the rib cage. See if you can make the breath move and massage your intercostal muscles. Last one is the corner of that hip. Feel for breath there. Deepen that breath. Before you release, can you feel flexibility, buoyancy in the hip? You don't really ever want to get stuck in the pose. Life is not a pose. Yoga is definitely not a pose. Internal rotation, descend that tailbone down with it. Upper wrist has a relationship to that back ankle. Finding that breath and see if we can flip that rib cage. Right side of the rib cage skyward a little bit. Finding connection, finding breath. Every time when you exhale, there's that spiralic yearning through the fingertips. One more deep breath, top hand comes down. Inhale, returning. Now you'll step slightly. Let's lubricate your left hip. Both hands to that hip. Use your hand to show your body how to release, how to let go. Shake, 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 shake. Now, almost like you're sitting on a little pony. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, up, up and down. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Reposition your feet if you need. Otherwise, we descend again. Try to align the knee above the foot. Internal, clockwise rotation. Just that left hip. It can be done. If this is too much, just shorten your step a little bit. Otherwise, lubrication of the hip, articulation of that hip. It's actually a very precise articulation. Meanwhile, this knee, all the quads are getting well braced. Okay, external now. External rotation. Left hand to the left side of your SI joint and see if you can feel that articulation. It does not bend like the way elbow or knee does, they do, but it is a joint. You should be able to move them and have articulation back there. See if you can feel that. Meanwhile, even though this leg is getting cooked a little bit, you feel mobility, very precise articulation in that hip. Okay, grounding into the feet, we return now. Heel to heel alignment, point both feet forward. Full circle, inhalation, tailbone forward, exhalation, turn the toes in, forward folding, shoulders down, 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 down. Inhale, halfway up. Keep both feet to the ground. Exhalation to your right side. Right elbow towards your inner knee. Okay, gently, gently. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Release, 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 release. Finding that deep breath. Exhalation. See if we can descend our tailbone down just a little more. Finding that connection. Next exhalation. Lower left knee towards the ground. Right shoulder is gonna slide underneath the thigh. Take it as much as you can. Left hand will invite the foot to gather that foot towards the rib cage, towards the torso. First stage, we stay here. Second stage, take that foot diagonally away from the body. Foot is holding onto your hand as much as your hand hanging onto the foot. Find the deep inhalation. Again, these three stations, shoulder, rib cage, and your hip. All three stations, just exactly how you had it before. Gets well extended. Okay? Every exhalation, reach through the footwork. Inhalation is deep and long. Exhalation, footwork. Exhalation is slow, slow and complete. If the body allows, see if you can almost imagine you're flipping that upper torso towards the sky even a little more. One more deep breath. Exhalation, returning of the foot. Heel to heel alignment, rotation, back to center again. Arching rib cage forward, that's your inhale. Both feet are down, exhalation, we go left side. Elbow towards your inner knee. Palms are parallel. Use that gentle pulsation to educate your hip, to let go, to release. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Almost like you're talking to the tissues, the muscle tissues, the nerve fibers. Release, release, release. Take a moment looking down and just get that breath going. Meanwhile, that tailbone, remember your SI joint, it is a joint. So even when you're in a pose, you ought to have mobility back there. Even when nobody can see it, it's a very, very subtle thing. One more deep breath there. Exhalation, right knee comes, right knee to the floor. Left shoulder underneath that thigh. Take it as high up as you can. Then elevating of the foot. Foot comes into your hand. Hand possesses the foot, foot towards the body. Invite that foot to come as close as you can. Option one, we stay here. Option two, outer foot is being taken by your hand. Hand is holding onto the foot, but your foot is also dictating that connection. The foot is reaching out. Deepen that breath. Inhalation is this part of the rib cage. Exhalation is the leg work. So one breath, one awareness. Just make it really, really simple. Right? Inhale, focus on the arm, on the rib cage, on the intercostal muscles. Exhalation, focus on the articulation of the foot. Stay. Inhalation is deep and long. Exhalation, slow, slow and complete. One more deep breath there. And exhalation, release. Once you release, rotation coming up. Back to the center again. Inhale, navigation back to the center. Turning now both feet diagonally to the side. Okay, just do your best. We come now into your horse stand. If this is too much, just straighten your knees, shake it out every so often. Otherwise, horizontal hands. Deep breath, right elbow set, left arm, internal rotation. You had it here earlier. Internal rotation, there's that internal rotation, wrist, fingers, elbows, and your shoulder. Meanwhile, there's that very gentle pulsation that happens as if you're pointing that tailbone down towards the ground a little bit. Finding that breath. Deepen that breath. Stay here for a moment. Inhalation, neutralize. Shake out your legs whenever you need to. Otherwise, we go internal rotation with the right shoulder. Out to your left side. That's your exhalation. Descend that tailbone down. Have a little bit of articulation awareness in your hip, please. If you can't have it, you're forcing it way too much. Just be a little more forgiving with yourself. Maybe stretch your legs out if you need to. Otherwise, stay here for a moment. Same breath of work as you had it. Deepen that breath. Inhalation here. Yes, exhalation. Neutralize. Back to center again. Exhalation. Right elbow down. So this time, back to your warrior two. Left hand in front of you. Right hand to your inner thigh. This one you did last week. Rib cage towards your left. At the same time, a little pressuring. So when you press this right thigh down, it is, can I remind you, in external rotation, clockwise rotation. Meanwhile, rib cage is turning internal, hip is turning external. There are two spirals that starts to happen. Look down towards that lower hand. That's your exhalation. Neck and your cervical spine is also going for internal rotation. One more deep breath there. And exhalation, neutralize. Hands under the shoulder. Halfway up, inhalation. Exhalation, bending of your elbows. Shoulders down, forward folding. Stay here. Headstand people, head will come to the ground. Headstand people, take your feet. Press your feet far away from the body. So every exhalation, headstand people, is your leg work. Headstand people, take a look at your elbows. Elbow needs to be well established. Tailbone articulation. Core, how about your core articulation? Finding that breath there. Seal the navel in, headstand people. One more deep breath. Press into your feet for a moment before you land again. Next inhalation, arching the rib cage forward. And turn, warrior two base. Turn towards your left. Right hand in front of you. Left hand to your inner thigh. Not the knee, please don't press into your knee. Okay, rib cage, spirality towards your right hand. But your left thigh is doing exactly what you did it here. Remember that external rotation? Now, it's not a 1D thing, it's a 3D extension. Awareness of your whole spine. Shifting the gaze towards your right foot. So there is a spiral that happens in the neck, in the thoracic spine, in the lumbar region. Meanwhile, that thigh, your left thigh, is going for an external rotation. Finding one more deep breath there. Exhalation. Both feet will turn forward. Both hands will come down. Halfway up, inhale. Exhalation, back to your right side. Exactly how you had it before. Walk your hands under the shoulder. Check your hand alignment. Right elbow to your inner thigh. There is an external rotation in the right thigh. Okay, some of us stay here. Some of us footwork. Ready? Left and your right footwork out to the side. Stay here. Option two. Left hand goes away from the shoulder. Tailbone articulation. Remember your tailbone articulation. Descending that tailbone down, reaching your right foot out to the side. One more deep breath. Exhalation. Heel to heel alignment. Neutralize, center again. Inhale, rib cage going forward. To then your left side. Elbow to the inner knee, inner thigh. Check your arm alignment, palms are parallel. Feel now, testing, testing. Do you have a little bit of pulsatory ability here? Right, release, release, release. Okay, option 1 here. Option 2, left foot away from the right. Articulation of that foot is important, right? Stay here or right hand away from the shoulder. Finding that deep breath and maybe start to arch the rib cage forward a bit. Descend that tailbone down a bit. Find connection. One more deep breath. Ooh, exhalation, returning. Heel to heel alignment again. Inhale, arching. Rib cage going forward. Exhalation, palms. Walk your hands away from your head. Turning the palm down. Inhale, lift up for a moment. Exhalation, crown will come down. Stay here. Headstand people, however we come up. One more time. Pressing of the feet, headstand people. Think about this. Almost like a transverse split here. Use the inversion to help you to reach that feet away from each other. Articulation of the navel is important. Articulation of the tailbone is also important, even though it's a very, very subtle thing. One more deep breath. Navel seals on your way down, 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 down. Okay, once you release, arching the rib cage halfway forward. Exhalation, elbows down, shoulders down, forward folding. Then inhale, halfway up to your right side. Bending of the back knee, flexion of your top ankle, flexion of the top foot. Inhale, arch it, halfway up. Exhalation, folding of the elbows, shoulders will go down, releasing. Eventually, the elbows will descend as well. Again, inhale, halfway forward. Exhalation, all the air out through the mouth, descend, descend, descend. Come to that halfway up place. Let's work with that front foot. Flexion of the foot. Extension of the foot. Flexion. Extension. Flexion again. Okay, external rotation. Here's your inhale. Here's that exhale. Here's your inhale. Here's that exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Opposite rotation. The way all of our joints should be able to stretch and be mobile in that circular spherical fashion. Testing, 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 opening, half circle, and exhale. Use your toes to help you, please. Exhalation. Halfway up, exhale, walk your hands forward and down one more time. Inhale. Double check, do you have this pulsatory motion? Do you have oscillatory mobility in that hip? If something is already tucking, then let's just stay here. And you utilize your foot ankle mobility to help you to navigate. Otherwise, full extension people, we come forward again. Use a block underneath that right hip if you need it. Once you come to that place, let's make sure that foot mobility, ankle mobility still is there. If it doesn't, then you're doing too much. Please don't force, please don't push. Okay, hang on. Full extension people, elevate that hip for a moment. Can you articulate, have articulation in that tailbone, right? Pulling that right hip back slightly. If you don't have articulation in the tailbone, that means your hamstring is not gonna be happy. You're overextending yourself. Always use these wiggle things to double check. Okay, let's come wherever you are, walking the fingers forward into your forward folding. Inhale, halfway up. Exhalation, I'm gonna take you to your right side. Palms to the right side. Again, focus on the side of your body. Bending of your right elbow. Almost like you're gyrating, oscillating the rib cage towards your right hand. Follow the elbow motion, and you're going for a spiralic extension. Use that very subtle gyratory motion to release the body, to talk and breathe into the front gate of your hip flexor, finding that connection. That is your exhalation. That is your exhalation. Sense of connection to the way you breathe. Okay, option one, we stay here. Option two, some of you come all the way down. If this is too much, please just return back to this one. Okay. Option three, however, you come to the upright. Right hand to the outer edge of your back leg. Left hand to the outer, a little pressure into the front thigh. Not your knee, please. Give a little bit pressure. And see if we can bend that elbow. There's an external spiral that happens in your right shoulder. Okay. Find connection and look over towards your right hand or your right side of the ear. Doesn't matter where you are, finding the full extension in the way you breathe, using that very subtle motion to test out, is this going to be okay for the body? One more deep breath, doesn't matter where you are. Exhalation, we release, front foot towards the floor. Grounding of the front foot, exhalation, hands in front of you. Left leg goes further away from the rib cage. That's your inhale. Exhalation, puff up, left knee towards your forehead. Lifting. Stay or lower heel off the floor. Again, inhale, left leg behind you. Look forward and up. Exhalation, left knee in, lower heel on or off the floor. Round your spine. Third one together, inhale, elevation, one leg extension. Exhalation, left knee into the forehead, lower heel on or off the floor, puff up. Next inhalation, left leg behind you. Halfway down with that left leg. Remember, internal rotation now, straight or bending. Exhale down. Inhale, internal rotation. Exhale. Third one, inhale out to your left and exhale. External now, out to your left. That's your inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Third one, inhale and exhale. Left leg behind you, gazing forward, bending of the front knee, returning. Rotation, heel to heel alignment. Arch the rib cage forward. Exhalation, left side. Easy does it, rotation to that left. Right knee towards the floor, flexion of your top ankle. Right, inhale, halfway forward. Exhale, bending of your elbow, shoulders down, forward folding. Then inhale, halfway up. Through the mouth, exhalation, descend, descend, hover on your way down. Inhale, halfway up. Testing, testing, do I have mobility here, not front leg? How about when I oscillate that tailbone side to side? Do I have articulation there as well? Okay. Let's have a look at that front ankle. Flexion, extension. Back of the ankle, front of the ankle. Have a look at that ankle. Exhalation. It is indeed a cylindrical, spherical joint, isn't it? Let's test out that circle. External rotation. Ask your toes to help you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again, exhale. Reverse, internal now, rotation. You do want both sides of your feet to be equally strong, equally flexible, right? One more, inhale. You will never think twice if your mechanic says, oh, you gotta realign your tire. You gotta change your tire. Your leg, your feet are like the tire of your car. You always want to buy the best tire. You always want to make sure both inner and outer edge of your tire are equally in an equal condition. Okay, once you have it, halfway up. Forward folding, just release, come down with gravity again. Staying here, full extension, people. Please be very, very mindful if you choose to go forward. If you're close to the ground, elevate a little lift underneath your left hip. Okay? You can always use the mobility of your ankle to test out. And when you do that, feel how the ankle mobility connects to the rest of your leg, especially your knee, especially your shin, right? So if your ankle is stuck, that means the rest of all these intricate connection is not well acquainted with motion. Okay, full extension, people elevate that hip slightly. Do we have hip mobility here? If you don't, you're really pulling on your hamstring. And that takes a very long time to heal. 6 months to heal if you're somewhat lucky. Yeah. So I always use that mobility. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle yourself in. Testing, testing, testing. Ankle mobility, tailbone mobility will give you a good guidance of how far, how deep you have the permission of the body to come. Press into the fingers, exhalation, navel in, one hand at a time, reaching your hands forward and down. Find breath, inhale halfway up. Bending of the elbows, exhalation, shoulders down, forward folding. Then inhale halfway up. Exhalation, release. Shoulders down, forward fold. Third one, halfway up. Exhalation, doesn't matter where you are, both hands go to your left side. Using the mobility of your left elbow to gently, gently invite your rib cage to come to the side. All that side extension you've been working on today. Spinal twist, basically. A little churning, a little deep massage for your inner organs as well. Okay, continue with this one. Or come all the way down towards the ground and you just follow the smoothness, the depth of your breath. Use the breath to keep you there, to open you. Okay. Upright people, you use your hand to support you. Either hands to your front thigh, twisting people, left hand, raise outer edge of your back thigh, give a little pressure to propel the rib cage to elevate, and maybe even look for your left ear, if the body allows. Always use the foot awareness, ankle articulation to double check. How is your body responding to the pose? Next thing is, how is your breath? If your breath is not deep and complete, then you need to just honor that stage, back off a little bit, that's all. Finding one more deep breath. Next exhalation, gently. Walk your hands, easy does it, walk your hands forward. Once you return, front foot will set. Grounding into the front foot. Press into the front foot. We take the right leg comes behind you. Straight leg, right? Inhale, looking forward, halfway forward up. Exhalation, bending of your elbows, shoulders down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, round spine, running into the forehead. Some of you take your lower heel off the floor, puff up. Inhale, release. Almost like somebody's got a hold of your ankle back there. Exhale, round. Knee comes into the forehead, puff up. Third one together. That's your inhale. Reaching open. Navel in, exhalation, round, puff up. Same leg will come far behind you. Exhalation, step, ankle stand together. Inhale, that will give you into forward folding, halfway forward. And exhalation, bend your elbow, shoulders down, release, release, release. Stay here, but if your hand can brace the back of your ankle, wrap your elbows by the outer shin, chin in, closing the distance between the rib cage and the shin, and we breathe. Deep breath into the back of your shoulder, mid back, lower back. How about all that leg work you just did it? See if you can find breath there. Before you come up, have a look at your feet. Are both of your ankles carrying the same kind of effort, same quality? Both the inner edge and the outer edge of your ankle. Can you wiggle your toes here without losing too much balance? Inhale, lifting of the torso. One more, close, chin towards your shin. Finding that breath. Okay, releasing of your hands. Next inhalation, firming of your legs. Two legs become the power of one. Elevate, exhalation, hands to your heart. Stay here for me. Ground into your feet. Here we have right foot. Your right foot out to the side. Find breath, please. Relax your shoulder. Exhalation, narrow in. Same leg. Press that foot. Ascend, please, on your way out to the right. Exhalation, navel seals before we bring that foot back. Third one again. When the standing leg becomes strong, this leg will lift much stronger. It's your gluteus medius in action. Can you feel that? Find it. You can't miss it. Exhalation, returning. Ground into the feet. Heels of your feet, pulsation, 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 up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, second side. Ascend first. Inhale, left foot out to the side. Exhalation, down. Two more here. Inhale, outer leg. Exhalation, down. Third one, inhale, elevate. Firm, firm, firm. Exhalation, return. You did it. Right hand holds your thread. Finding your balance. Inhale. Your magic thread is going to pick up that foot. Exhalation to your right. Internal rotation. All that hip lubrication you did earlier. Take the footwork with you. Everybody is invited. Coming up again. Hover on or off the floor. Two more then. Inhale. Right side, exhale. Internal rotation. Here comes exhalation. Standing leg is descending root. Invisible root beneath your foot. Feel the soil beneath your foot. You become like the branches in the wind. Deep breath. Right foot steps back. You have your pyramid base. This is your inhale. Take the rib cage back. Tailbone forward. Take that back bend. Exhalation. Reaching forward. Reaching forward. Lengthen, lengthen. Right? Inhale, halfway up. Can I have you check the comfort zone of your hip, the mobility of your hip? If you cannot oscillate your hip, right, your tailbone side to side, you're asking your hamstring again to do too much. Please double check, right? Right hand in front of you. You always want to be extremely careful, extremely gentle to the body. Left hand is going to follow you. Space above me, reaching back into the space behind you. Inhale, above. Exhalation, coming into now this space beneath you. Right arm again. Inhale, beauty is before me. Beauty is above me. Beauty lives behind and beneath me. Reach for it, please. Inhale, beauty is above me. Turn to your left. Beauty is on my left. Beauty is beneath me. Beauty is above me. Beauty is within me. Inhale, looking out towards your upper hand. Exhalation, looking down towards that lower hand. Finding that deep breath. Inhale, spinal twist to the upper arm. Exhalation, looking down. One more, inhale, looking up. Top hand comes down. One more, standing back bend. Inhale, right arm. Tailbone forward. Go into the space behind you. Witness the motion of your arms, the grounding force of your legs, engagement in the core. Inhalation, left hand first. Windmill your right hand forward. Navel seals, left hip needs to work stronger. Bend that front knee. This one you know. Elevate. Right leg behind you, look forward up. Exhalation, bend your elbows, shoulders down. One more, forward folding. Chin will come in. Inhale, halfway up. Right foot out to the side, internal rotation. Exhale, down. Inhale, internal rotation. Exhale, down. Third one, inhale, internal rotation. Exhale, down. Opposite now, right leg. If straight leg is too much, please bend that knee. Two more, inhale, half loop. Exhale, half loop. Last one, navel in, inhale. Exhale, feet comes together. Standing back bend, glue your legs together. Two legs are best friends forever and ever. Left hand follows into the space behind you. Inhale, left hand. Exhalation, right hand returns. Stay here, both hands horizontally out to the side. Try now, heels of your feet off the floor. Firming of the core, firming of your quads, your knees, your shin on your way down. Okay, left hand holds the magic thread. Ready? Left knee is being picked up by this thread. Inhale. Relax your shoulders. Exhalation on or off the floor. Again, inhale, rise. Firm into the standing leg. Exhalation. Navel seals. Third one, inhale. Exhalation on or off the floor. Inhale, elevate. Left side, external rotation. Literally, it's like you're doing figure 8, internal rotation. It is a spherical socket, right? How your femur fits into this ilion bone here. So you should be able to articulate this joint. Exhalation down. No. Motion that hip in the way that you are taking in consideration. This beautiful spiral that your body is made of. Okay, left foot goes behind you. Hip alignment, please. Left hand first, that's your inhale. Right arm will follow you. Reaching, it's a very precise mental awareness. It's really the mental awareness that makes your motion beautiful. Exhalation, navel seals. Pull that right hip back a little further before you come down. Now let's check here, halfway up. Do you have first this mobility? Shaking, shaking, shaking. Second, tailbone mobility. If something is tucking, then you're pulling your hamstring way too much. That's a no-no. Okay, otherwise, if everything is okay, we shall continue. Halfway up. If you're feeling in your hamstring, please bend your knee or separate your feet a bit wider. Okay, let's go for that sequence. Left hand first. Reaching, space before you. Space above you. Space now, right hand follows behind you. Inhale, coming up. Forward fold again. Navel seals. Prepare everything. Be aware of everything before you take up down that action, please. Left hand again. That's your inhale. We're on the front foot already. Exhalation. Looking over towards that right hand. Inhale, right. Now we go spinal twist. Left hand will follow. Right arm elevate. Right above your shoulder. Crown to the tailbone, wrist to the wrist alignment, right? Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, elevate. Exhalation, spinal twist, especially in the cervical joint. Exhalation down. Finding one more deep breath, looking up again. Elevate into the upper hand. Goodness is above me. Be lowering down. Goodness is before me. Above me. Goodness is behind me. Goodness is on my right. Forward fold. Goodness is on my left. Goodness is within me and beneath me. Inhale, halfway up. Bending of the front knee. Step it. Left leg arms behind you. One leg extension. Lifting forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Shoulders down, down, down. Chin in. Inhale, halfway up again. Exhalation, feet comes together. You have your forward folding. Inhale, full circle. Elevate. Interlacing of the fingers above you. Pressing up into the wrist line. Find your height, bending of your elbows. Wiggle, wiggle, shoulders, flexing of your shoulder joint. Press into the wrist, heels of your feet off the floor. Can you maintain this height when you release the heels down? Let's try to elongate both sides. One more. Elevating, heels of your feet off the floor. Let's intend very willfully. Now is your time to be super willful. Maintain your height, but you bring the heels down. Keep the length. Well done, everyone. To your right side. Keep the elbow as straight as you can. Gentle pulsation. If it's better to bend your elbows, just bend them. Okay, pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Inhalation, return out. Behind you, bend your elbows. Wiggle, wiggle. Remember all that flexing of your joints, shoulder joints last week. Okay, pressing into the wrist, up above you. Heel now, heels of your feet. One more time, off the floor. Claim that height. Very willfully. Keep the height that you just intended. Just bring your heels down. Out to the left side. Elbows straight or fold your elbows. Testing, testing, testing. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Release, release, release. Okay, feel the soil beneath your feet on your way back. And exhalation, arms out to the side. Reaching the rib cage forward like you're diving forward before you bring your fingers towards the ground. Inhale, halfway forward. Exhalation, bend elbows, shoulders down, forward folding. Okay, some of you bend your knees, come to your seat. If you're ready though, we go roly-poly. Hang on, this is your first option. Second option, people, roly-poly into your forward fold. Okay, so let's try. Straight leg people coming up first. There we have a roly-poly, up. Roly-poly, down. Roly-poly, in. Roly-poly, out. Okay, let's come here. Feet will go vertically straight. Fingers up above your shoulders. Deepen that breath as you inhale. Hold your breath, tailbone up a bit. Exhalation, follow your hands, head and chest off the floor. Look to the belly, pull your belly down, hold it. Inhale, head comes down. No breath. Tailbone skyward. Exhale, follow your wrist upstairs. Look to the belly, hold your navel in. Third one together, inhale, hold, tailbone lifts. Exhale, head and chest off the floor. Look to the belly, hold navel down, hold it. Last one together, inhale, hold breath, tailbone lifts. Exhalation, head, chest off the floor. Hold on to that breath, pull navel in. Exhalation, release. Folding of your knees, feet then will be parallel, right? So option one, turn the palms out, bridge extension. Once you come to bridge, please check the articulation of your toes. Check the mobility of your tailbone. It's almost like you're oscillating your way up. Turn the palms out, elbows underneath the rib cage. Now learn to breathe. Rib cage gets the breath, intercostal muscle gets the breath. The clavicular region gets the breath. Feel for grounding the engagement of your feet. I would say if you turn the toes slightly in, that will be a good thing. Both hands to the corners of your hip. There is an external rotation that starts to happen. See if you can feel for that. Wheel people, hands to your outer ears, right? Wheel people, press into your hands and your feet. First, come to your crown before you elevate your rib cage away from the ground. Wheel people, narrow your knees in a little bit. Look between your hands and breathe. Make sure you finish your exhalation completely. Wheel people, chin comes in, elbows narrow in. Check your feet. And we join us back to your bridge again. So from your bridge, everyone, tailbone skyward. Release your elbows to the side. Learn to round down, upper back, mid back, lower back is the very last one to then release. Interlacing of the hands behind your head. Feet goes vertically skyward again. Okay, separate your feet out into your straddle. Okay. Footwork is important. Check your ankle, align them towards one another. Take your hands right up above your shoulder. Deep breath, everyone. Tailbone up. Follow your hands. Exhale, head and chest off the floor. Look to the belly. See if we can pull that belly down. Hold it. Inhale, head comes down. No breath. Tailbone curls. Exhalation, head and chest off the floor. Navel in, chin in. Hold it, no breath. Third one together. Inhale, head comes down. Tailbone up. Exhale, head, chest off the floor. Hold on to that breath. Pull your belly in, chin in. Hold it, no breath. Stay. Firming your feet away from each other. Inhale, head down. Last one together. Deep breath. Tailbone curls. Press into your feet, please. Exhale, head, chest off the floor. Look to the navel. Pull the belly down. Hold 2, hold 3, hold 4. Inhale. Easy does it. Gently. Now your feet, now your knees towards the body. Right? Hugging your hands over your shin. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, can I just show the next one to you? Okay, some of you might appreciate a strap. So remember earlier you did these guys. Shoulder underneath your thigh. Okay, first stage people, look, strap takes hold of the foot, right? This foot goes outside of the body, left arm in front of the leg. You use the strap to open up that foot. Right leg straight or right leg can fold. Okay. Some of you, if you don't need the strap, your hand holds the foot. And it looks a little more like this, what you're doing. Left hand, situate that left hand, however, is going to help you. Bring breath here, bring breath here, bring breath wherever your body needs. Right? Hand to foot people, make sure you take this opportunity to continue to bring your consciousness into the footwork, both feet. All right, so let's try. Hand to the outer foot. If the body doesn't like that, use your strap, strap to the foot. Take the knee to the outer edge of the body, left arm in front of your leg. Pushing the right leg out, or just bend that right knee. Straight leg people, I have to say, if you have something for you to push your right foot up against, like a wall, a heavy closet, that will be a good support. Doesn't matter where you are, bend knee people, sink the right knee out to the side, external rotation. Straight leg people, can you have ankle articulation down there? Then check to see if you have ankle articulation in your right hand. How do we know if we're forcing the body? Just eyes closed, return awareness to your breath. Inhalation is like the sun, it expands your body. Exhalation is like the moon, it shines on your inner conscious awareness, and you start to see everything from the inside out. You become aware, you know how to listen as you exhale. Inhale, you switch on something. Exhalation, you let go, you switch off something. One more deep breath there. Exhalation, look at this transition here. We go into spinal twist. Hand to foot people, keep it. Foot to the right, left hand to the side. Strap people, you do the same. Strap people, it looks like this. Take it to the right, left hand out to the side. Right? Turn the gaze towards your left hand. Can you stretch your lower leg a little bit stronger? Deepen that breath. Let's bend that left elbow, situate that left hand to your lower back or your SI joint. Eyes closed. See if you can use your left hand to show you the location of the breath. Can you direct the breath down to the beginning of your spine? And because your hand is there, see if you can feel like you're sealing the navel in towards that hand. Especially on the exhalation, learn to firm the navel in. Engagement of the core becomes very easy, even though you're in this place. How about the rib cage on that left side? See if you can feel breath there. Take your left hand out to the side. Relax your left shoulder. Gazing towards your left hand. So it's truly a spinal twist from the lumbar, your SI joint, to the thoracic, to your cervical spine. One more inhale. Release your strap or the foot. Take that foot upstairs. Press the ankle up one more time. And go ahead and give that foot a little shake, 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 shake. Shake out all the 26 bone in that foot really well before you bring that foot down. Right knee folds. Right knee sinks to the right side. Strap people, this is a good time to wrap the strap over the foot. Strap people, make the strap lengthy enough. You can wrap that strap over your head. Your left elbow is over your head. Hand to foot people, you have your hand, your left hand, over the outer edge of the foot. Slide your right shoulder right in front of that leg. Lower knee can fold. Give it a try. That will give you a little more leverage. But if the body allows you to stretch that lower leg straight, that means you can have also ankle articulation there. Then you keep it nice and straight. Again, one thing that will help is you push the lower foot onto something. Your foot articulation needs to be present in all the poses that you do. Every step of the way from day to day, moment to moment. Awareness of the foot means you're aware of the soil beneath the earth. You're aware of the ground that you're stepping on. You're aware of the Mother Earth that's always providing, that's always holding you. Once you have connection to Mother Earth, then you can flourish. Then you can do your spiritual work. Then you can do your daily task with complete support from the earth. Straight leg people, see if you can reach the foot away from the tailbone. Bend knee people, see if you can oscillate that knee towards your left side. It's an external rotation there. Situate your right hand either to the hip flexor or the rib cage on your left, in the costa muscle, your lungs. Eventually, all the side edge, the side gate that we talked about earlier in class, should know how to find the breath. Inhale, you acknowledge this pose. Exhalation, do whatever you can to accentuate this pose. Make this pose nice and bright, nice and shiny. Inhale, you take in all that you are willing to take in for the moment. Exhalation, you let that shine, let your body shine, let your spirit shine. You become like a walking lighthouse in a way. Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? You feel brighter, you feel lighter. Meanwhile, you emit this light that inspires others to be bright. In essence, that's very close to the heart of yoga. You become like a walking flame. One more deep breath. Next exhalation, bend that right knee to release the foot up above you. Hand to foot people, just stay. Strap people, also stay, but reach the foot out to the left side, spinal twist. Right hand away from the shoulder. Look over towards your right hand. Take a moment to reposition your lower leg. Make that lower leg nice and straight. Like you're pointing that lower foot further away from the body. Bending of the right elbow, right palm gently. Take it to your SI joint or your lower back. Eyes closed, and you use your hand to educate you how to breathe into those areas. Let that inhalation be deep and long. Exhalation, slow, slow and complete. It's almost like you can feel the tissues, your nerve fibers swell as you inhale. Beautiful, bright sunlight. It's Sunday, it's very easy for you to channel the brightness of the sun, the warmth of the sun. Exhalation, as if you're beaming that light, you share that light that you just claimed out into the world again. You let go, so then you can let in. Once you let everything in, you're so ready to share again. That's how it goes. Letting go so you can let more in. Take in all that goodness so that you have plenty to share. And it's a wonderful feeling. You become a little unit of sun. And in essence, this is the essence of our Sunday practice. You remember you're a child of the sun. You let go of all that's unnecessary, all that's in your way. Your baggage or other people's baggage, it's not for you to carry anymore. Just let it go so that you can take everything back in. All that's rightfully yours. And when you're ready, you release that through your exhalation, shining bright light, emit that goodness out into the world again. One more deep breath. Exhalation, we return. Easy does it, coming back to your center. Left foot then up above you. So your right foot. Shake out that foot, 26 bones in that foot. Have a look at your ankle, how nicely square they are at the moment. Pressing up into the foot and exhalation release. Okay. Now gently, just sort of find your way into a perfect awareness alignment. Curl that tailbone up slightly. Make sure your lumbar is well elongated before you release your legs down. Flexion of your ankles. Arms out to the side. Take a moment, elevate your shoulder blades slightly off the floor. Make sure the blades are nice and flat before you release them down. Wrist line out to the side, turn the palms up. Gently rest your hands to 2 inches beneath your navel. Eyes closed. Draw your chin in slightly. Back of your head is well elongated before you release the base of your skull to the ground. Feel the warmth of your hands. So take a moment to switch off everything and reactivate your connection to your core. Instead of breathing through your nose, see if you can breathe through the energy center, which is 2 inches beneath your navel. Inhale, let that area take up all the breath, all the nourishment. Before too long, you start to hear it talking to you. Exhalation. Relax that area. It's an invisible umbilicus cord. Inhale into that invisible umbilicus, that you still have connection to the universe. Exhale, there's another galaxy that lives right inside of this center. Bring awareness to it. Inhale, expand the center. Exhale, almost switching on your ability to observe inside of this galaxy. The landscape of your energy center. You learn to breathe like an infant again. Energetically, this is your brain. This is why we have this saying, you think your gut feeling. And by the way, you might know this, all of your immune cells lives inside of your gut. So at the end of the practice, you want to nourish the most primal aspect of your spiritual, your energy center. Here it lives. Here you gave birth to your children. Here you can also give birth to your spiritual body. This is where you get all the nourishment, all the information that you ever need to know from this part. It governs the health of your bones, the health of your blood, the health of your ability to understand, to fight things that you need to fight. All lives right in here. Feel awareness there. The next inhalation, very gently, part your hands, gather near your knees towards the body. Gentle fingers over your shin. Use your fingers to gently, almost like piano fingers, gently pulsate. It's a very rhythmical, beautiful rhythm in the base of your lumbar. Right? Reinvigoration of your spinal fluid, gently like this. Either come to the side or roll yourself right back into your seat again. Take a moment, however you come back to your seat, we're going to return. Both edges of your hip, use that wiggle thing, testing. Find the center of your tailbone, relax into it. Back of your hands together. Let's close as we remember that we're part of this ever-living continuous cycle, right? Back of your hands together. Here we have it, the flowing of the water in the ever-living fountain. Cast that living fountain around your field. You feel the breeze, you feel that freshness in that space you created from your practice. The rising and the setting of the sun upon its way. See that beautiful sunrise, beautiful sunset from day to day, moment to moment. The wide encircling of my own horizon. Heaven above, the earth beneath my feet. The root that rises to stem, leaf, and flowers, and the falling of the seed. So inside your heart, you ought to recognize the seed that you hold dear within your heart. And when you come to practice, there's that moment, eyes closed here for a moment. In your meditative state, you want to be able to connect to that seed that you hold dear in your heart. Then we take a moment to acknowledge perhaps the original deed of how we all begin. Take a moment to acknowledge that. Take a moment to acknowledge the depth of your breath, the uprightness of your spine, which is the uprightness of your character. And we give homage to that. Yes, you did it. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, so lovely to see you all. We see each other next week.